Hi everyone. It's Fu. Yeah. Sorry, I'm still trying to get a few things set up. Wasn't exactly certain what I was gonna um include all in the plan tonight. But I know that we are gonna start with some War of the Visions, and then kind of go from there. So, um, yeah, that's really all I got. So, I I've been asking a lot of questions. I've been hanging out a lot with the folks who kind of stream War of the Visions on the regular. Some of them might have seen me in the chat and stuff, and I've just been really kind of toying around with kind of what I want to do with streams and content creation. If I really want to go ham into it and post stuff on YouTube and stuff. I'm not super big on editing. I think it's kind of like a big old time sink, but um, the streaming's kind of fun. So it's something that I would like to maybe do. I just need to kind of figure out what all I want to do. So, but that's it's a conversation, I suppose, for another time. But anyway, I just got done with Final Fantasy XIV's event as far as like getting all of the unique items. I think I just wrapped that up yesterday. So at this point, if I'm doing any grinding in that event at all, it's for just any daily items that you can get and stuff. So, but I guess let's just go ahead and hop in and play. So give me just a sec here. I did install BlueStacks. It was a suggestion that was given to me. It's the emulator that a lot of mobile game streamers tend to use, as opposed to Samsung DeX. What I also found out is that there are some titles that cannot work through an emulator. One of those being Elder Scrolls Blades, which that game's kind of in an interesting spot, to say the least. But let me see, tinker with a few things on the settings here. Yeah, okay, so it's on default already. So make sure. So I've already been doing quite a bit of grinding already today. A few things, if you haven't heard, there are actually notices out here that kind of detail on it, but they're running an event to where we can get a free FINA if enough people are playing Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. I apologize, I will not be contributing to that because I just got out of the game. I'm not going back. But that'll be cool if we see that because I use FINA and the free shards will be nice. Big old thing. The kind of bigger news, though, is guild battles are finally coming out. So I don't really know my thoughts on this because I'm in a rather inactive guild at the moment. So I don't know if it's going to do much for me. But luckily, all it awards is just guild medals. So I'm not going to be missing out on like anything like super duper crazy. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll because I think it talks about the rewards somewhere in here. But basically what you want to know for this is guilds that you're in can participate in PvP battles as a guild. If you want to prep for it, just make sure... Ooh, excuse me. Just make sure that you have your formations set for guild battles. So, yeah. Oh, here we go. So, depending on what rank you make it to, will depend on how many guild medals you'll get. But it's only guild medals awarded, so you'll miss out on some stuff if you don't participate or don't have a very active guild. But it's not going to be the end of the world. One of the other things, too, is there will be a new unit, Etra? An Earth Monk. She was part of the recent event, Admirable Prince. Don't know much about her, but let me see. Main Jump Monk, Cleric, Knight. Kind of an interesting mix. She's going to be able to take a lot of damage between the Monk and Knight. If it was Monk and Paladin, it'd be super tanky. The cleric will be kind of interesting. I actually am not too familiar with what clerics get. I need to take a look at that. But we'll see what comes from this. It looks like there is a spear and fists that come from this, so I'll definitely be probably chasing those fists for my Ziza. And then we'll see on the spear. But anyway. Oh, yeah. Old COVID-19 stuff. But anyway. So, yeah, I've already been doing quite a bit. I guess I need to do these. Third round today. We'll go and get the video summons out of the way, and we'll kind of see where we're at. I've been mainly getting Facebook. Oh, finally, non-Facebook. So, real talk, this game was interesting. I did play it for a little bit. Man, it is like hella lagging in this. And I will admit it's not bad. It's a huge meme, mainly because the game is heavily advertised. But I think, honestly, if they didn't heavily advertise it, it'd be doing a lot more successfully as far as, like, not being so criticized. The game plays very similar to Summoner's War, which I was a fan of that game for the longest time, and I really enjoyed Raid because it was like medieval. The reason why I stopped playing it though is because of the company themselves. You'd log into the game and there would be anywhere from 5 to 10 ads that they were trying to sell you. And it's just like close, 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 close. And they would do that every single day. And it's just like, come on, guys. Otherwise, a great game. Yeah, here we go, Facebook ads. But the, I don't know. I've been kind of in an odd spot with games as of late. I wasn't able to pick up on Final Fantasy VII Remake just yet. Because I want to try to get it physically, and I wasn't able to get a pre-order in to order it. And that's just mainly because every time that I've done a digital purchase, I end up regretting it down the road because I can't resell it once I'm done with the game. So I don't want to do that again. Anyway, we're just going to skip this. I don't want to do that again with this. Although I don't see Final Fantasy VII Remake as one that I'll sell. But we'll see. So, hoping I can find it here soon. But I've been trying a lot of mobile games as of late. Like, I do love this game. It's very, very entertaining, and I really kind of enjoy where I am at in the progress of this. Just kind of the game in general. But the, I gotta have something kind of on the side as well. So I've been trying actually a few games that I may end up playing later today. We'll see. Hey, now for the fun one. We'll see what we get. Oh, the rate's going all over the place. All right, we'll see what this gives. That'll be a prism for sure. Well, known as Cezanne or Vision cards. Prism? Prism. Prism. Silver yarn ball, I'll take it. Hey, oh. Me. Okay. That's plenty. Dope. Alright, so now with that out of the way, I know I was doing some yellow material farming earlier, but we'll have to see where I got with that. I know I didn't get the green mage memories just yet. Let me clear this real fast. It's always so up in the air. on when I should share out when I'm alive. Boop. Okay. Well, at least retweet it. Dope, dope, dope. I don't even know what I'm doing with these friend medals yet. I know you can get a rainbow fragment out of them. Well, come on, back up. Jesus Christ. At least I can mouse scroll on this. Samsung Dex does not let you mouse scroll. Yeah, I gotta save up basically for that. Prisms will be nice. Ooh, that's gonna actually be super tempting to get. Because if I'm only a few prisms away from Thancred, I will absolutely blow the friend coins on it. Yeah, we'll see on that. Hang on. I might have to close Dex. I had Dex up. So I can maybe try to do 2 games tonight at the same time, but if notifications are going to start firing, I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm going to put that on Do Not Disturb because hush up. Alright. So. Grab a few of these here. I should check my chocobos. Dang, no fragments. I did get one of these though. I got plenty of them, but I was about to say no animation, nothing. Yeah, but I'm just doing light because one of my best summons right now was Iron Giant, so he helps my physical attackers. Oh, that's the mission. Alright. So, real fast, how stacked am I on materials here? Not at all. We won't worry about that. Oh, I was gonna go to formation. What? What do you got? Oh. I thought I could awaken him, and I was gonna be so excited. Alright. Do I do that now? I mean, might as well. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, I'm literally just getting into the yellow stuff. I did some grinding earlier. And this is going to yell at me to Awakener. Yeah. Don't want to do that. Need to save my stuff for Thancred. Let's go to the formation real quick. If you're not familiar with where you can set your guild formation, this is going to be where you go. So you have your quest formation. You can set all your various parties and whatnot. You have your duel formation. No, this is not a great party. These two basically carry it. Yish just dies. Yeah, I need to find a proper replacement for her. You can set up your multis if you want. Ooh, I have not touched this one in a while. This is going to be where you set up your guild battles. And just note that you're going to want to set both your attack party and your defense party. I don't see much of why it wouldn't be the same thing on both sides, but maybe there's some strategy to it that I don't understand or not really going to look into. The other thing too, if you're not familiar with it, this is where you go to set your companion settings, which for the love of God, please come out here and just double check it occasionally. There are still people that we're finding that have not updated their things out here, and they're just sharing their mont, and that's just not very helpful. Looks like I need to even do some updating out here. Yeah. I think I might go with the leather plate, to be honest. Let's see. There it goes. Come on. Yeah, that's the one we want. Crit 4. No idea if that's any good, but it sounds good. Oh, we can get that off her. Slap this on her thinking it was an okay... I was thinking it was a good idea, but it's an okay idea. There's better options. Probably just going to do this one. Horncast was just really good. A lot of folks have talked about it already, but if you're not aware, it's really good because it's very easy to pull the shards, and that can max out at 30% attack boost, which is crazy because if you've got the Ifrit summon, you can get a 50%. Or is it the summon or the vision card? It might be the vision card actually. But oh yeah, it is the vision card because there's a party ability that you would equip on someone else that gives a 50% or like up to 50% attack boost, and that does stack with, you know, the person benefiting from that card, so you can have up to an 80% attack boost, and that's just bonkers. But yeah, please, for the love of God, I'm still receiving friend requests from like level 40s who have not touched that area, and it's just please visit it. So anyway, we were starting with Y'shtola mainly because she was my highest ranked person. I've already got her to the reds or pinks or whatever it is, so I just need to really get these guys up there. It's mainly the Fire Alchrists that are killing me right now, but we don't want to just hop into the Alchrist chamber because it's not double day. Right now, the story event is the better way to do it because 1, it costs cheaper, and 2, it's double event right now for job materials dropped in stories, so it's just more efficient in general. Once that ends, or if it comes to the Fire Double Day, which actually, let's go see what that day is, then I will switch to the Alchrist Chamber, because I will need the Fire Spirit thingamajigs. So, Tuesday. Oh, tomorrow. Perfect. So we might end up farming that tomorrow. Cool. Coolio. Very neat. But let's actually... I'm going to show you guys a resource here. We're going to drag this into the screen, so bear with me. Alright, so... there we go. This website... just look up War of the Visions material farming calculator, I think is what I used to get this. A lot of streamers actually have it. In their bots. I don't have a bot installed on this channel, but they've got it installed on theirs to where like you can put it in a command and it'll bring it right up. So, but the use of it is you can actually input the items that you need, and it'll show you the best thing to farm for that. So like in this case, I was looking at, hey, what's the best thing to get staff citrine? Also trying to get green mage memories and possibly white mage memories. Now, unfortunately, there's no golden formula for all 3 of those, but as we can see, to try to at least get 2 of those, the quest of Head North is the best one to farm. So in this case, we're actually going to reset this. We're going to go Fire Alchrist Yellow. We need to add material to add it to the list officially. And then I'm going to need some more staff. Is it Charites? No, that's not it. I think it's Citrine. Yes. I'm going to see if... Okay, so nothing will get both of these, unfortunately. How about... Is there... Dang. That does not give much of anything that I need. How about this one? Okay, so this one will be good. Because it gives the Fire Alchrist, and it gives Green Mage Memories, which I'm pretty sure I don't have enough of. I think I did manage to pull into 2 while I was clearing the story missions, but I did not get all 4. So we're going to do this one, Spark of the Dragon. So, let's get this out of here. Alright, so Spark o' Dragon. Sure. So weird that it's different between the 2 versions. Alright. I don't even know why I'm looking at this. It's fine. Yeah, I've been poking a lot around with this game. Other games that I've been trying, Elder Scrolls Blades. I'm so torn on it because the community is unfortunately kind of folding in on itself. But the game's actually like not terrible, but it's not great at the same time. It's weird. And then there's another cheesy one that I just kind of tried, somewhat out of desperation, somewhat not. It is not having the greatest frame rate. That was Knighthood, which definitely looks like it's aimed towards kids, but it's it's kind of action packed. It's not bad, so I might end up playing that later, depending on where this all goes. Why are we so laggy? BlueStacks, please don't make me tank your FPS, because I don't know how that would go. Oh my god. Did an ogre just like poof out of nowhere? Right next to, oh my god, yep, right next to Ziza. So one of the best things about this game is the auto feature. Auto feature is pretty typical for most mobile games out there, but while it's not the greatest thing in the world in this game, it makes grinding super easy. Obviously, I'm not inputting a single thing right now. But this just makes it super simple for me to do other things at the same time. So what I might try to do is see if I can still tinker to get a dual game setup going. So while this is going, we're going to mess with things. Yeah, I might need to tank the frame rate in BlueStacks because it just looks like it's struggling right now. How do I get out of... Whoops, no, that's not it. Can I go back? F11? Yeah, there we go. So I wonder... Alright, I'm a little new to BlueStacks, so bear with me here. Let me just go ahead and we're gonna go to complete quest on this. Didn't get much anyway. I will be very excited once we get the quality of life update that changes how the weapon crafting goes. To where it's not like complete and utter RNG. Because I have so many recipes on things that I want to try poking around with. Alright, let me see. We've got that. Engine. No. Notification. No, I don't need that. Preferences. I know there was something about a frame rate. No, that's not it. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it was the DPI that I was thinking of. I can try tanking it. Oh no, it needs to restart. Yeah, we're gonna try that. All right, folks. So it's gonna take it a moment. BlueStacks is interesting though, because it it like downloads a random game every time you launch it. And I guess I shouldn't say download, but it just brings almost like a sponsored game onto your apps that are on there instantly. So, and like there are games that I would never have considered to try. Case in point, AFK Arena. But when you see 50 pull, that sounds pretty fantastic. But that's advertising for you, so who knows if that's any good. All right, let's try this again. We're gonna see if that frame rate is gonna be any better. Why do you keep resizing it? But all right. It's almost like a technical troubleshooting stream at this rate. Is it getting anywhere? I think it takes a little bit to launch. And as much as I would like to just say, hey, I'll just hop over to Samsung DeX, it's from a streaming perspective, DeX is kind of harder to use because your notifications still show up, and the frame rate's not the greatest. Unfortunately, with Elder Scrolls Blades, I'm kind of stuck to using Samsung DeX, but come on, let's go. This is totally helping it go faster. You know, the faster I click, the faster it loads. That's how that works. Gamer time. Woo. Slow this loads. I really wish it was just easier to stream off my phone itself. All right, let's try this again. I like going through units as opposed to the stories because I can never remember which one's which. I'm going to assume Thancred has something to level, or maybe that was Thancred. What you got, homie? Wait, oh, you're ready for the next one already? Screw it, sure, whatever. Do the thing, buddy. Nice. Alright. That'll help. Alright. We're gonna get those orbs things just constantly anyway, no matter where we're farming at, I think. I think so far so good, as far as like turning down the DPI. What I'm looking forward to doing at some point is a few of my friends are playing this game, and not in the sake of trying to judge them or their team or anything like that. What I really want to do is I want to have a stream or something that I can sit down and look at their team, look at their vision cards, look at their espers, look at the whole darn thing, and just be like, you need to do this, 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 and this, and this. Like, it's not to pick it apart to say you're doing everything wrong, it's just more so I see misguided actions, or just like some really odd choices. Like, shoot, what was it? One of my buddies, we were doing a multi just real fast to try it out, and he had Vow of Love on his Mediana, and I was incredibly confused, and I was like, no, you need to turn that off. That's not something I'm just gonna let fly. You do not want Mediana having aggro. Like, that's the one vision card that would be the worst thing for Mediana, because she's so squishy. Like, if it was a Mont with Vow of Love, like, whatever. Like, Mont's meant to be a tank, whatever. But not Mediana. Mediana is a very, very squishy mage, and that was just an odd choice. So it made me kind of worried that there's maybe some information that he needs to maybe build his team a bit better, to try to just I don't know, not so much from an optimization sense, but make things easier, I guess, because maybe there's just some information that he's not understanding or just not paying attention to, stuff like that. I haven't been really paying too much attention, but it doesn't look like it's doing much better in regards to the frame rate. So what the heck, BlueStacks? I don't know. If anyone's got any ideas on how to fix that, just let me know. I don't know if it's maybe a resolution thing or whatnot. Like, it's doing okay in some points, so who knows? And then it just gets choppy right there. Interesting. Anyway. Let me see, though. Let me actually... let me do this here. No! Oh, God. It's gonna do it. Okay, well, we gotta deal with that. Dex. Oh, boy. Alright, what we got? So we are shooting for Green Mage Memories and these Fire Alchrists. The Fire Alchrists are going to be insanely easy to get. The Green Mage Memories, not so much. Yeah, hopefully everyone's doing okay. I know things are kind of weird lately. Let's see. Let's do this. We're gonna that. Perfect. That should help. I am gonna try to launch, I think, Knighthood on my phone, and we're gonna see if I break my computer, everyone. It's gonna be great. Let's see, we're gonna window capture. Let's do this. Samsung Dex. That's not Samsung Dex. That's not either. There it goes. Oh, you know what? I did it wrong. This doesn't work all too well. Not much point to it. And there's not really a way to crop it. Interesting. Basically what I'm finding out is that, I can show you guys real fast. I'm going to go ahead and throw it in. Whoops. Oh, God. What did I do? Boop. Okay. So basically what it's doing is it's not letting me like crop down basically to where it's just showing the obviously the portrait orientation in Samsung Dex at least. I don't know how this would go in BlueStacks, so I might save this for Not really a great way to go about it, regardless. So, what we'll do, close out of that. Yes, the background's lame, don't worry about it. Here we go. Alright, so I need to do some maneuvering here. Dual gaming, boys. Ultimate gaming hours. Alright. Nah, no. Did I already grab the daily? I did. So, Elder Scrolls Blades is interesting. It's coming out to Switch. TBD, I think. It was just recently announced in the recent Direct, I believe. Like I said, the game's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Oh, this does not work great. Oh, man. It's not cooperating all too well here, is it? See, Bethesda, this is just why you let it work in an emulator, and don't be difficult as heck. We're just waiting out the timer. It's very short for this at the moment, so. I'll try to do a quest or two on here. Last time I ran this, it wasn't running the greatest. It runs fantastic when I play it off stream. We'll see what happens. It's kind of an odd click and go here process. Whoops. There we go. So the click and point is kind of strange, I would say. I'm very curious how it'll perform on the Switch. I think in general it's just going to work easier on the Switch, but if they try to just go straight touchscreen controls, no, that's going to be god-awful. Alright, are you selling any copper yet? Oh, for the love of God. Clicky. No, you're not. That's not helpful. Alright, so let's see what quests we've got. Oh, yeah. This is the daily mission. Or no, is that the weekly? 6 days, 3 hours, yeah. That's the weekly. It's like level 14 if I recall. Basically, I'll get my butt beat. So we're not doing that, right? Yeah, recommended level, player level 14, so. Nope. Oh, that's also right. The scroll is god awful. Why am I doing this? Alright, I apologize everyone. I'm gonna scrap this. This is not working well. So, alright. Let's switch it back over here. Oops, that's not the one I want. So, maybe it is. Alright. Close out of that. That was a bad idea. That's really unfortunate that Samsung DeX is so difficult to work with, I guess. But, I don't know. What can you do? I wish I could get 2 games running here on BlueStacks, but highly, highly doubt that would work very well. I am going to be very excited for whatever new content is coming this week. As far as new banners, I don't know if you guys saw, but the my Vizier was over 4,000, and in the past I've spent it pretty quickly on banners just to try to get what I can. I don't. I think I've only bought Vizier once, like straight Vizier. I usually buy the energy packs, and even then, not like crazy or anything. But the definitely not a whale. I don't know. I've been told I'm not even a dolphin. Not that I'm really trying to achieve anything here, but you know, I'm not spending a bunch of money on the game, so I'm kind of behind on some units. You know, my Thancred is only LB3, but that's really as far as you need to get them in order to get all the skills. From here, it's just Awakening. So I think honestly, I can't really call myself a free-to-play player, but you know, like just spending some money or investing some money into the game, I've been able to get very far, and I'm very happy with my progress. My team may not be the best, but you know, it's certainly working. Storyline's actually really good in this game, by the way. I think some people find it a little strange that I tend to play these for the storyline, but it's got a good one in here. I kind of expect that from Square Enix, and that's I think why I'm so disappointed, I guess is the best word to put it, with Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, because they really wrecked their story with the end of Season 2, personally, and Season 3 just looks silly. I dropped the game pretty quick after that. After finishing Season 2. What frustrates me is, even though, you know, I'm sitting here being like, these mobile games could have had a better story. Why did they do this? Most folks will just kind of sit there and just tell me, well, that's gotcha games for you. It's like, I get it. Some of the decisions that they're making are from a business standpoint to try to maximize profits. I get it. But that does not in any sense merit you know, the writers or story developers or whatever to do what they did to Brave Exvius' Season 2 story. Anyway, that's kind of a ranty discussion that I don't particularly want to get into. I'll have to really tinker with settings on this to see if I can iron out the roughness, you know, the delays and everything. Once I run out of energy, I'm going to hop over to Knighthood real fast, and we're going to see how that runs. I'm going to maybe snag a few things. I really just kind of want to check out the resolution on it real fast. And then I'll probably return to War of the Visions and pop a potion or something, you know. Yeah, I after I finished with Final Fantasy XIV grinding today, just to get what awakening materials I could, I went and just ironed out the last bits of the story so I can unlock all the stages. And I was actually pretty impressed with the story so far. It's getting like this, you know, really twisted kind of maneuvering, and it's not really a, you know, one side versus the other. It's ending up being like all these different factions having a very large weave, I guess is the right word, or maybe a web, to kind of how they're against each other. It's really interesting. So I'm excited to see the rest of the story as that comes. But I was very surprised. After playing this game, I was like, oh man, this makes me really think of Alchemist Code. I wonder why. And I was like, maybe I should revisit it, kind of see where it's at. And man, I found it so difficult to hop into that game, or hop back into that game, I should say, because there's just so much stuff. And, you know, being kind of out of the loop of the game and just being like, okay, how does this work in comparison? It's very different. You know, I feel like Alchemist Code is very focused on having certain element teams, and that can be sometimes difficult to develop when you're focusing on one character of an element at a time, just so you're not combating on awakening materials. And with how this game is structured, there's not really like, you know, Y'shtola's boosting the power of all fire characters, yada yada yada. It's just literally like everyone's getting the same bonuses across the board. So I you know, kind of seeing that comparison and kind of working with that comparison between the two games, I do like what War of the Visions is. So, if that was a quality of life change that they were trying to implement in a sequel to Alchemist Code, or if this is their sequel, then I think that was a good change. I will be very, very excited when I cap out my Thancred. Mainly because he gets that rough divide skill, I think it is. And that is going to be really, really good for the arena. I saw some content from Meet Me on Mars where he's got a full powered Thancred because he's, you know, he's a successful content creator. He's got money to kind of invest into the game and stuff. And just watching this Thancred just straight up bully teams in matchmaking was just hilarious. And I really like Thancred just from the tanking perspective. Because of that Aurora skill that we just saw. I don't know. He's my favorite unit right now for sure. It's just great to see that even though he's a fantastic tank, he can also be a very, very good offensive force as well. So I want to pay attention to what Fina does right now, because if her auto is just going to sit there and cheer on people, then we're going to swap her out. Because I don't think she's getting any experience right now. She's capped out. And I might as well put someone who's going to at least try to do damage to things. I don't know why it's taking forever for her to take her turn. Yeah, bop. Okay, so she did hit a wolf. I wonder if I bring my... I wonder where my Liarte's at. I'll take a look at... I think I'll swap her out. Because just she's spending so many turns buffing people while we're just trying to grind. She's not really getting anything from this aside from JP. So I just need to maybe swap her out for something else. Not really worried about a healer, because these things aren't doing much damage to me. She did try to go for a charge again, but for some reason the AI likes to do panel targeting instead of unit targeting. I never really understood that. Alright, so let's see what we got here. Getting up there. I basically will need 50 of these dudes for the rest of Y'shtola's stuff. Come on, BlueStacks. Thank you. Alright, let's back it up. And we're gonna hop back in there. Mainly because I didn't want to go through the list and find it. Alright, so Fina, you're getting swapped out. You're the girl. So Liarte is 37. She'll still benefit from grinding. Yerma's 37 as well. I might actually go with Severo. That's his name, right? I can't remember. Yeah, Severo. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Where are you going? Alright, well, let's get a staff on him. Let's see, do I want that one? Come on. Yeah. No, we're gonna go with this one. Alright, I don't have any TMRs to equip. Should be good. So I'm mainly just expecting him to do offensive spells instead of buffing with his AI. Because I'm an idiot and I did not avoid certain skills when leveling these characters. So, 1 second here. Ladies and gentlemen, a new feature for my stream. The cat cam. She's so sleepy. Alright, we're getting there. No, just doing improvements to my stream. Perfect. Where we at? Where we at? Not a single one? Wow, rude. I'll be very sad when this this event ends. Perfect. All right. I don't know. Okay. So what are you? It's just mainly more interesting to watch my cat sleep than it is to see my face, so... Just have to be very careful not to bump the desk, because otherwise that camera comes crashing down. That's not going to be good. Sorry, a little chilly in my basement. What's the matter, Mikara? Okay. $26 more to go. Man. Joys of grinding. Oh my goodness. This is very Very dangerous. My apologies. Okay, I think we're good. So I haven't been able to pay attention much, but it looks like Severo is getting a little wrecked. He's still living out here. Severo is not like super built, but he is the water character that I'm focusing on right now. I do have Zazan kind of leveling on the side. But Severo was kind of my main focus for water, as far as awakening materials go and stuff. Didn't really plan to use him on like arena teams or anything like that. I just thought it would have been kind of fun / a good idea to have a water black mage for some reason. And then I kind of just invested a lot of time and effort into him, and I was like, let's just go ahead and carry this all the way through. Again, no fire outcrest. That's kind of cruddy, but we did get those dragon thingies, so I'll take that. She's been having some trouble with her eye today. She gets allergies in her eyes, so we call it pirating, because she kind of keeps one of her eyes closed while she's dealing with them. But she likes to hang out with me next to my desk when I'm down here working, or in general, she likes to be in the same room as me. If anyone's got any questions in regards to anything about the game, feel free to chime in and chat. I don't want to sit here and sound like I'm some, know-it-all genius with the game, but I've been playing a while, and I've kind of picked up some information here and there, so more than happy to share or let you know if I honestly don't know the answer to your question. So, there's 4 of them. It's a decent amount. Really wish I could sit here and play 2 games, because then I'd definitely be playing Knighthood alongside this while it's doing the grinding, just because it's very easy to multitask with War of the Visions, because auto just handles it all for you. It's just really, really nice. Might have to poke around with a different angle next time for the cat cam. Make that an official thing for this round. Maybe one that's not making me worry about the camera falling down on my cat. I think I've got a USB extender that I can use for that, so that is no problem at all. I'm kind of excited for, you know, like I said, the new banner's coming out this week. Hopefully there's something good. Kind of hoping for a step up summon. We'll see what happens. Part of me is anticipating that they're either going to go ahead and launch the anticipated Final Fantasy Tactics content, or what I really hope they do is they do something completely new that Japan hasn't gotten yet. I don't foresee them doing that, but I think that'd be really, really cool if they did. I'd like to see more Final Fantasy characters, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Not so much Brave Exvius, although that would be pretty neat. But, you know, I'll be excited if they get, like, you know, Cloud for the remake. Or maybe Tactics Advanced characters instead of Tactics. Something still in that universe. I know 15 had a crossover event with Alchemist Code, so we could see that again. Those guys were all sorts of nuts. But we'll see. I try to not spoil too much for myself on certain games, mainly just because I want to see what the content, or you know, I want to experience that content right off the bat, and get that full experience, I suppose. Same thing with 7 Remake. While I did try the demo and I thought it was really, really cool, I don't want to see any content in regards to it until I get to play it. And that's not exactly saying like, oh, you can't talk about it with me, I can't see no spoilers. It's like I will try to do what I can to avoid seeing spoilers. And stuff like that. Because some of my... Oh, nice! We got the Green Mage memories for Y'shtola. Shoot. Do I keep going on this? What was in this one? Spark of the Dragon. I could keep going because Lancer memories are also dropped in this one. And those I need for Ziza, actually. So it may not be a bad idea to keep going on this one. I don't think anyone else is a Green Mage. Ayaka, but she's not going to be anywhere near there for like I haven't even limit broke her once. I've only pulled one of her. I think we'll keep going. Oh. I think I pressed a different button than I was supposed to. Which one was it again? Spark of the Dragon, that's it. We're gonna try swapping them out. I want to see... I almost want to see how Liarte does. Okay, no scroll, no worky. Let's try Liarte. We're going to give you the Great Bow. Then I think what I am going to do... We're going to try this one. Because you're going to speed up a little... Well, hang on. There's another vision card I think I've got that does similar things. Haven't leveled it at all. Yeah, slash attack. That's not as good for her. So yeah, we'll stick with the Cactuar. Yeah, we'll give this a shot. Man, I just kind of want to see how these lower rarity dudes do in general as far as performance. I think those are usually the most interesting things to me. It's just kind of like seeing how these non-optimal characters perform. So we'll see what happens here. Is it? Sorry, kind of thinking about these things that I have been poking around with. Um, there was a streamer that I was watching earlier today that. Oh, nice. Ah, we're actually not getting too far off. Yes. Restore. But there was a streamer I was watching earlier. I apologize, I don't remember his name. But he was actually very impressive, or impressively in the top 100. Why didn't you go again? For the arena, and it was kind of interesting to see that happen. I'm not really too focused on the PvP side, so it was a different perspective to see his strategy in regards to how he was doing all of that. But of course, he had a Frederica, and Frederica's like one of the best PvP units in the game right now. And one of the things that we saw, really kind of an example of that, is Frederica. He had set to actually a ranger, which was apparently different from the usual setup. But the ranger skills allowed Frederica to do sharpshoot, and sharpshoot just really quickly blew out the Medianas that were on the opposing team usually. And he could just do it turn one from across the freaking map. It was really, really interesting to see. But I don't know. It was kind of interesting, and I asked him. It's like I don't have Frederica, so does any sharpshooter work? And they're like, yeah, you could use Fina, but I know Fina is not going to hit very hard. So my mind was going to Liarte, and just trying to see like, would that be good? So I guess we will find out with once Liarte kind of gets up there. Liarte, I forget if she is my lightning focus or not. I think she is. I'm trying to remember if it's her or Shizzle. Ultimately, they're not on the main team, but I don't have enough energy for day yet. But Liarte, she's just a straight up ranger, and she gets white mage stuff for her final job, so it's like she's not going to be terrible. And it just makes me very curious on how the comparison of Fina, who is a white mage first and then a ranger / gunner, how that compares to how Liarte would work, who is mainly ranger and then down the road white mage. So. Because, by golly, Fina spends so much of her AI time doing cheer, which isn't bad, but it's not great either, especially in grinding time, where it's like, that cheer isn't going to help any. So, I don't know. Just kind of random thoughts, I suppose. Liarte is definitely one that I want to poke around with and see how she ultimately turns out. Opening soon? What does that mean? Heck. Alright. Let's do a recharge. Oh my god, blue stacks. I think after this stream wraps up, which I think I'll do at the end of this this energy potion, I am gonna spend some time trying to tinker with BlueStack specifically to see what is going on to cause this frame rate issue, and like what I can do to fix that, because that's kind of annoying. Because I don't recall the frame rate issue being on the other streams that I've watched. So I wonder if I'm just demanding too much from BlueStacks or what the scoop is. Oh my god, more Green Mage. I mean, we'll take it. That'll help with Green Mage down the road. I'm trying to remember. Is Ayaka a Green Mage? I'm gonna look this up. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm looking up a few things. Expected global. Late April. Oh, Final Fantasy Tactics is definitely coming. That'll definitely be next. Lamia Queen? Interesting. What the hell is that? What is that? Job crystal? Huh. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Alright, I'm looking too far ahead. I'm ruining everything. I'm ruining everything. Did I just see what I thought I saw? No, I didn't. Okay. We're good. Because that is not who I think it is. No, it's not. Okay. Alright, so units. I want to take a look at Ayaka. Ayaka is... Yes, so her job 2 is a Green Mage, actually. No, it's not. Her job 2 is a Time Mage. Whatever. Anyway, so she is a Green Mage, so that'll help out. I just need 2 more, I think. It's so weird to see Ayaka up there in S, as far as the quote-unquote tier list goes. And Thancred keeps moving around like crazy. First he was at the bottom of the A ranks, and now he's at the top of the A ranks. Now Yerma's at the bottom of the A ranks. I don't even know where she was at previously. It's an ever-developing meta, so that's a good thing. Marshray actually moved down to B. I don't think she was there previously. Eileen is still down there. Oh, and actually move this over so we kind of let's talk about this quote unquote tier list and these characters, while this ever so invigorating farming is happening. All right, so I'm gonna set this in a spot where you guys can see it the easiest. Okay, so the can I squeeze this any further? Maybe. That's not looking good. Anyway, so this is our UR tier list. This is our global server right now. This will be our... Well, this is Japan. So, what's interesting to me is I see a lot of folks with Eileen. Eileen isn't terrible because she's a UR, but I have always seen her at the bottom of this list, and I don't know exactly why. We're gonna go into her stuff real fast. So Eileen is one of the characters that did come over from the Final Fantasy Brave Exvius world. So she is a Lancer Warrior Soldier. And that could be where she's not exactly the greatest, is because that combination of jobs doesn't seem to be doing a whole lot for her, I think. No Dragoon is really interesting, but let's take a look. Reduce Earth attack resistance for the target for 3 turns and deals heavy damage to it. It's not bad. Range on it's really nice. And with her being a Lancer unit, she does get to attack 2 squares away instead of the 1. So that'll be pretty cool. I don't have a Lancer unit that I'm really poking around with actively. So she is meant as a DPS or bruiser unit. So taking a look at her max stats, which is actually very interesting that this is out here. I need to do some more research on this, on the site in general. But I don't know where 287 kind of lies. Let's actually, I'm gonna go back, make sure I'm in the right thingy here. So we're gonna open up Eileen, and we're gonna compare that to Stern, who is a glass cannon unit, and let's compare it also to Ziza, Yerma, Rophorn, and Elda, because I think those are your bruiser units. Engelbert and Thancred are kind of your tanks. Marshari is a healer. Gilgamesh is support, healer, ranged, mage, so ranged, I guess. Yeah, so that sounds about right. Second here. Ooh, nice. We're not too far away. 4 more. Alright, so Eileen, like we said, had the 287 max attack. One of the other things, too, is she's actually she's one of the few units that Mimi on Mars mentioned in this video that actually survived Thancred's Rough Divide, I think it is. So, we're also going to take a look at defense? No, there is no defense stat. That's purely equipment-based. Interessante. Anyway, so 287, and she's 49. I'm gonna say right off the bat that that's probably gonna be pretty slow. And move 3, jump 1. Compare that to Stern. Or go ahead and hold this to the side over here. Alright, so that's Eileen's stats. Stern we see used quite often, and right off the bat we kind of see why. He hits harder, he's faster at a 59 speed instead of the 49, and his dexterity is ever so slightly higher. They move at the same rate, move 3, jump 1. Eileen has a bit better range. I'm not sure what the cost stat is looking at, but and then everyone knows Stern is a glass cannon, so he suffers from a little bit less health. And Eileen's got higher TP and AP as far as maxes go. So that's kind of an interesting comparison. But we know that I don't think these are accounting for passives, because Stern does have the ninja passive, or I'm sorry, the ninja subclass, to allow him to, I believe, move faster or more. I believe. Let's take a look. Increase speed and luck. There, yeah. So he's got the move and jump +1, so that could be pretty important. Shuriken is really the biggest thing that I see Stern use the most on teams. Give me a moment. Hey, we made it. All right. Let's shift focus real fast here. Well, it takes forever in a day to load. Alright, so we're going to close out this. I didn't get enough orbs. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. So we're going to need more orbs. I mean, we're going to need more of the staff items anyways, so. Alright. So at this point, we just need more... Oh, I'm going to need more of the Alchrist anyway. For whatever the final level is. Ay. Well, we might save that for tomorrow. We'll see. Let me find a mission real fast that is going to drop staff citrines and our orbs. These are faint memory. Faint memory yellow. Ooh, we got 3 options. Head north, survive 3, and first things first. Let's go with head north. Keep Liarte in there for now. Alright, so back to our discussion here. So let's actually take a look real fast at what Eileen is getting from the subclasses that we saw. So Lancer main commands, yada yada yada. Lancer subcommands. Sorry, I'm actually reading through these Lancer ones. So I like the sound of Earth and Glory, and I like Vacuum Slash. A lot of that is just mainly because Vacuum Slash is a large damage, and Earth and Glory is potentially AoE. Well, it is AoE. It's just more so potentially hitting multiple targets, I should say. So that's really kind of interesting to me. Earth and Glory uses 36 AP though. Massive. Well, Liarte learns that. That's funny. I didn't realize she was the Lancer side. Oh, Ziza learns it too. I don't think she gets... Oh, you know what? They probably... Or maybe they do get it from the subclass. We'll find out. And then Vacuum Slash probably uses a fair amount of AP too. 33, yeah. Those are way, way up there. So, kind of hard to say if that's viable compared to... I mean, like, Sharp Spear, for example, is... Oh, it's 31... Oh, that's TP, though, not AP. Shadow Stick. It hits in front. Chance of inflicting immobilize. That's not terrible either, from just a utility standpoint. So why... Does Earth and Glory hit everything? No, it hits just 3 units. Okay. Or 3 squares, I should say. Interesting. So then Lancer subcommands. We have the Pierce Mastery. We got the Deadly Mastery. Which the Deadly Mastery is cool to me because critical hit rate. And obviously the Pierce Mastery is right up at Lancer's alley because that's spears. Come on. Cool. Liarte leveled up. Oh, hey! That's the rest of our Green Mage ones for Ayaka, I suppose. Let me actually see here. Lancer. See if any of these other ones are going to be worth trouble. I might shift it to a different... Yeah, we're going to shift it. Because we have a chance at some other memories and the other potential quests. So we're going to make sure to snag those. Let's see. So Survive 3 gives a Ranger memory, a winged one, which is Gilgamesh, or a Warrior's memory. The Ranger... Does that help Fina? I'm gonna back up to Fina real fast here. Ultimately, I should not be worrying about Fina, but I've already poured quite a bit of effort into her. Okay, so she's Gunner Cleric. So I don't know if I've got a Ranger on the main focuses. Okay, so Liarte is my lightning focus. Gilgamesh, I don't know. I don't have a way to see where he's at. And until I limit break him, I can't tell. How many of those? Well, is there a way? I'm not gonna worry about that. So then first things first gives a Time Mage or Dragoon, which Dragoon would help Thancred. Yeah, because I do need those. And then a Time Mage would help Ayak and Gilgamesh for that matter, once he gets there. Yeah, we'll probably do first things first. Okay, so we'll go back to Yush. And then we're gonna go here. First things first. Ah! Come on. There we go. Yeah, we're good. Okay, let's back to our breakdown here. Okay. So the warrior stuff. Warrior is basically Mont. Mont gets Lord, and Lord must be basically the equivalent to warrior. Because Body Slam. Body Slam's pretty decent because it does do a fair amount of damage in the one-panel knockback, but the knockback has never been relevant. And Stone Throw is god-awful, so I can't say I recommend warrior usage. Let's see, Jamming Edge. Cancels ability activation. So you'd mess with mages, I suppose. But that's not really reliable. And treatment's awful. So yeah, warrior's kind of bad. The attack up's nice, I suppose, but that's about it. Because the discipline does not matter. We've already got Sharp Spear, which is doing attack and critical. This is going to raise it by... Ooh, I don't even know. We don't have that information, it looks like. And it's for the same amount of turns, so... so the soldier... Counterattack... Ah, okay. So this is what you would see Stern. So what's interesting on this is we get like Paralyzing Edge, which has that chance to paralyze. But you also have the self-sacrifice. I don't know if you'd use that. I mean, you'd use it on Stern because he's Glass Cannon. But what are the resistances for our girly girl here? Where you at? Does it have that information? I don't know. Here we go. Aha! So that's why she's able to live through Thancred's Thingy. Uh-oh. It's treat time.
Are there treats in there?
She's technically on camera.
Is she?
The cat.
Weeks? Weeks, you want treats? Where's my crate? Where's my whimper? Where'd it go? That wasn't anything. Come on. Do you want your treats? Do you want your treats?
Torturing the poor cat.
No, I just want him to do his little meow. He's purring like nobody's business.
Well, he always does. So, welcome to 9 o'clock treat time. Roughly 9 o'clock.
Treat time.
Car's having a little trouble with the food in her bed. Which means we should probably vacuum that thing out.
Yeah, we probably should. We probably should vacuum both of them out. Did you get it? Yeah, you got it? I know, Miko, you just like... You inhaled them.
Can you microwave something upstairs? So, anyway, back into... Alright, so does it say how much this lowers resistances? 8%, so that's actually not terrible. You raise your attack by 60. I'm very curious of optimal builds for Eileen. And she gets innate charm resistance. Huh. Really low agility. Huh. Very interesting. I mean, it would suck because your magical resistance goes down to negative 18. Is Stern, like, super down there? Yeah, it'd be the same for Stern. That's super intriguing, actually. I'd be very curious of her potential. You know, there's one of my friends from the Pokken scene, Meza, who has an Eileen. I think he is still using her on her main team. I don't know. That's very interesting to me. The Drain Force is kind of cool, but it's a small damage, so probably not getting healed much by that. No. Well, Nico, you're now on the cat cam. He's trying to find any scraps that he can. Okay, so very, very interesting to me, personally. So we compared to Stern, who we know is a glass cannon. He gets the Dragoon stuff. Ooh, the max HP must be really, really nice. I don't know what passives are opted for. Increase speed and luck. Probably the move and jump, I would imagine. I don't know if the jump +1 is gone after. But the... I guess you can have the different passives. So self-sacrifice might be there just to kind of really hone in on the glass cannon archetype. Not getting a whole lot of orbs here. Yeah, that's very interesting to me. Anyway, Ziza. So let's go back to Eileen here. Oops. 287 to 225. Now, the attack being lower isn't too terribly important because the utility that Ziza gives is actually Steal Time is what's mainly mentioned, which is an incredible thief move that halves the CT of the target so that they basically don't get to act as soon, and it raises their agility for 3 turns. So as long as you can kind of keep that going, you've got a way to not let your opponent have a turn. Despite that being as good as it sounds, I don't see too many teams actually utilizing that. I don't see Ziza really in the arena for the small amounts that I do. So I don't know how like actually good Ziza is. She's been great on my team, but I have her as the Lancer subclass, not the Thief stuff yet. And it's hard to say which one I'll do because I like her to be the Bruiser, but it sounds like there may be some better options here. But she has a speed of 62. Eileen, of course, at 49, so getting very, very heavily outsped. Dexterity 168 compared to Eileen's 162, so not too terribly far off. The move 3 jump 2 means that Ziza's kind of an advantage, because that jump 2 comes in handy. Little higher on the HP, just a little over 100 more, which is interesting, but I think that's because of the monk. So yeah, there's your Steal Time for the Thief sub abilities. Oh, and you get the move +1 in speed. Yeah. I think it's just different utilities, though. Oh, her resistances, though. Well, they're not the... Okay, so, like, she's gonna get bopped by magical damage. That's just straight up happening. The 3 resistance, like, positive resistances to the weapon types, aside from missile, is pretty good, though. Yurma, let's look at you real fast, girl. 279. So Eileen doing a bit better. 178. Yurma's got a bit more. A little faster, but not by much. Eileen was 49. Move 3, jump 1 is the same. Viking. Now, I'm not too terribly caught up with what Yurma does, so this is going to be kind of all new info for me as well. So, Kneebreaker. I haven't used Yurma too much, and if I have, it's been on auto, so... Extra large damage to a target. That sounds interesting. What is LT? Deals damage LT. Alright, anyway, Kneebreaker deals damage small to the target and piercing, and a chance of immobilizing for 3 turns, so that's not bad. Rebellious Spirit, oh, I've seen that used, yeah. You increase your attack and defense and lower evasion. Basically, it's the hit me. Except for there's no aggro on that, so... Full body blow sounds super dope.
You come back in your bed?
Nico's been messing with that. Stream wants his heal. There he goes. I think her allergies are bugging her. I'll go ahead and turn the cat cam off. She's uncomfortable with something. Alright, apologies everyone. Cat cam going off. Alright. So, whoops. There we go. So yeah, full body blow. And then Drain Cycle. Oh yeah, I remember seeing Drain Cyclone. That sounds cool. Damage, deals damage to units within the area and heal yourself. I love things that have self-sustain. So, Viking subcommands. Viking lore raises max HP and attack, but you lower your acquired AP. Not the greatest thing in the world. Because you're going to want that AP. But Fighting Spirit, I remember. That's really, really good. Because you have a chance to heal yourself when you're hit. At the exchange of potentially inflicting Berserk on yourself. But Berserk isn't terrible. Because it's going to make her do more damage. But that can make or break. Because it's like if you need her to maybe throw a potion or something to someone. And she just rages out, then that's not going to work well. Well, there's our Dragoon things. I suppose it's good luck, in a sense. I don't know. We'll keep going because of the Time Mage stuff. Full body blow on both? Why? Interesting. Unyielding protection. Huh. Yeah. Alright, so she also gets Knight as a subclass, so HP up, I suppose, is better than the Viking lore, so that'll be nice. I don't know if I'm like super sold on this though. The Trinity Break is nice. We'll see. Ah, she gets Thief. Thief. So, I like the acquired AP up, actually. And I wouldn't be opposed to running both of the Thief's passives on her. Sorry, I'm taking a moment to stand and stretch. Both the Thief's passives could be really, really good with her. Because their HP is already decent. You could make it better. But I think being able to move farther and raise your agility as Viking is going to be really, really good and very handy. And the acquired AP, I think, is super solid. Not only that, but we're also getting the steal, which will be kind of nice. The sneak attack, actually, is cool. Because I love tactical positioning. I don't think they do enough in this game with it. And of course the steal time being very, very nice. I like how we get sneak attack at the 5-star. And the steal time is 6-star. That's typical actually, so whatever. But I could see why that kind of puts her ahead. Now she does get missile resistance, but really gets bopped by magical. Do any of these guys have magical resistance? Like, come on now. So I'm going to skip ahead to Rob's resistances real fast. Nope, you're neutral. You actually have no negative resistances. Wow. Okay, so negative 5% for charm, but that may matter in the tower stuff. That's actually very interesting. I really, really want to poke around with Samurais because I haven't yet. I don't know, every time I look at them, they seem kind of cool. Wow. Alright, so none of these DPS or damage-focused dudes actually have resistance to magic. Which is probably a balancing thing. I could see it being because of that. But let's go back to Rob real fast. So, Rob... Ooh, severely less HP. And that attack, 241... Ooh, I see why he's potentially not really used. He's squishier, he doesn't hit as hard, his dexterity's not as high. Why is Rob not in the B ranks? Speed's 59, a little faster than Eileen, I suppose. Could be because of the resistances. You get the self-increase to Brave through Meditate. I knew about that one. Get Hien, which is actually a ranged attack, which is kind of nice. Spirit Blade doesn't really help him much. I mean, you're increasing your attack a little bit, which would be nice in the evasion, so if you're evading everything, then defense doesn't matter. And the devotion or dedication, excuse me. That could be pretty decent. Third Eye has a chance to increase evasion for 3 turns when... Oh, okay. So you can increase your evasion like super high and basically dodge all the things. So, yep, an illusion, also increasing evasion. Okay. So I could see why he's maybe ranked a little higher if you can build into that. I have a Rob, I just haven't done much with him. Nightville, Obrozuki, ladder damage to units with an area and chance to inflict slow. Interesting. Hayate moves to the selected panel. What's the range on this? Oh, nice. Kind of give yourself a little bit of an additional boost, and I like how it uses TP. I like that, actually, quite a bit. And of course, Shadowlings gets it. And a Biting Strike. Deals heavy damage to units within area and extra damage against machine/stone types. Do we even have any of those? I don't think I've fought a single dude yet that is a machine or stone type. Could be wrong, but it's not very often. Lancer abilities. Burst. Bussert. It's supposed to be burst. Anyway. Blue Passion reduces AP and target for the target and piercing. Here. Earth Chant. Meh. I wouldn't see Lancer. Soldier. Ooh, that self-sacrifice? Okay. Yeah, he could be pretty fun. I won't say he's going to be the next light I focus on, but I'll be very excited when I can level him. Because that sounds like a really fun combination. The Samurai and Soldier. So that's really cool. And then the Resistances just seems really nice. I don't think this is going to be too terribly relevant. I could be incredibly wrong, but really, really neat. Really neat. Alright. Come back up here. We're getting plenty of the staff citrine. We just really need the orbs. Excuse me. 20% attack, that's always nice. Yeah, I think after kind of looking at all these bruisers, I can see why Eileen is down there. It's not to say that she's bad, but she doesn't have a whole lot going for her in comparison. Like, especially seeing kind of like what could be potentially the good combos with some of these characters, like Rob, for example, who have technically less stats, but as soon as we could see what jobs they're working with and what skills they're working with, we can see why they're really good. You know, I think Eileen has a spot, sure, and she can be good, but I think it's... I want to take a look at maybe some other Lancers and some different rarities, and kind of just put them side by side, and see how they compare to it. So I think one of the best ones to kind of look at is the other Earth Lancer. I forget his name. Leonard? That doesn't seem right. So anyway, Monk, get the max HP. That'll be kind of nice. Striking, I don't think helps him at all, because he's going to be Pokey Pokey. And he's got the same rage job. He's got negative striking resistance too. Interesting. Oh, he's fire? I guess that makes sense. I thought he was light for some reason. Anyway, let's look at... I want to say he's an MR... Find out here in a second. Yeah, there he is. Lorenzo. That's it. Not Leonard. Alright, so what are your stats? So he's slower than Eileen. Less attack? Less dexterity for sure. So in general, I think less stats. But his move and jump is through the roof. Oh, you know what? He's a Dragoon. I don't know if I can compare those two. Unfortunate. Alright, so who else is a Lancer? You're a Lancer, right? Or are you a Dragoon? You are a Lancer! Alright, so we'll use you. Pretty sure worse stats overall. Which I suppose, if they're doing what they did in Brave Exvius, and I think Alchemist Code did it too, you know, the higher rarity is just more powerful in general, which, good and bad, I suppose. I don't know. Because we've got some good stuff here. Oh, she has a Spellblade. Magic Barrier, reducing magic damage to self. Do you have magic resistance? You do not. Who has magic resistance? Thief, steal time. Ah, man, there's just some really interesting stuff out here. What I want to look at real fast while I'm here... Oh, I opened up something that I... what did I open up? Oh, snipping. Oh, interesting to see. She got bopped all the way down here. There's Fina. Who was I thinking of? Not Yish. Uh-oh. Oh, no. I completely forgot who I was thinking of pulling up. But if I see the picture, I'll remember. Oh, hey! Let's look at you, though. Resistance to all attack types with master ability. That is actually very cool to me, personally. Oh, okay. So never mind, because holy cow, are all mages like this? Let me take a look real quick at Mediana. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, okay. So that's probably typical. Of having the negative resistance to physical things. I guess that's the balance. Okay. I agree with that. I'm okay with that. Just saw that and was like, wait, whoa! Let's not make him that bad. So, alright, so if you get his master ability then, that becomes a 10, a 10, a positive 10 strike, and a positive 10 missile. So strike really doesn't have too much range aside from, like, 2 abilities, I think. The Terror Strike and Shadow Strike, I think it is. So I don't know if that's going to be too terribly relevant, but the missile obviously will. The missile will obviously try to pick dudes off, you know, like with Frederica Strat, for example. His max HP does only get to 1100. I really want to actually, we're going to try to keep Mediana up as comparison. Let's do this, and then let's go back to SR. We're going to go back to Severo. So Mediana's max HP is actually 1600. Okay, so quite a bit more, and her magic stat is 266 compared to Severo's 139. That's a huge difference. Huge difference. Holy cow. That's disappointing. And she is a black mage, green mage, ninja. That's right, that's right. So she's gonna have one way to increase magic. One way to increase her magic. Don't know by how much, as far as percentage. But Severo, I think, gets something from Black Mage and Red Mage. I'm gonna check this out real fast here. Starting AP is kind of helpful, excuse me. Okay, so it doesn't get anything from Red Mage. But we do get the max HP increase, which could be kind of helpful in kind of closing that gap between the two. So that could be interesting. Man, that's really unfortunate that it's such a big difference. I was really hoping that they'd make these guys like somewhat comparable, but looking at it just on paper, it is definitely not. Jammer Thrust. Deals heavy magic damage to the target and prevents the target from casting abilities. Hold up. That sounds super cool. Deals massive. Deals moderate water damage to targets in the area. Chance to inflict Toad. I don't think we should write off Severo right off the bat, even for PvP. Because on paper, Jammer Thrust sounds dope. Do we even have a Red Mage in UR? Let me look at the list again. Where are we at? Red Mages. I'm pretty sure there's not a Red Mage. You're Monk Black Mage. You are Soldier. Yeah, there's not a Red Mage. So how... I wonder, I'm very curious how useful this is combating against Mediana. Because that's got some really good range to it. The only downside is I don't think it reaches up to Frederica's range. Rika, Gunner Ninja Hunter. Or Ranger, yeah, whatever. So double shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now she's going to get some abilities and passives that do increase her range. Because she's got Concentrate and Missile Mass. No, I'm sorry. Concentrate and then... yeah, Ranger Lore. So that's going to increase that up to a 7 range. I don't think Severo's got anything to combat against that. But that's super cool to me. Man, got me thinking out here of some jank strats. No idea if they're going to be any good because it takes way too long to build these guys to find out. Ugh. Now this guy was said to be the, well, I mean, it's the only person in the game that has Bar Blizzard, or Bar Blizzard? Yeah, Bar Blizzard. So you're increasing your ice resistance, so obviously you're going to be able to survive, hopefully, Mediana's attacks. Now he is Green Mage, White Mage, Red Mage. Man, this guy could actually counter Mediana potentially very hard. We're getting there. No orbs. This is not a very good orb drop stage. Fast cast, Asuna. Oh, okay, so he does not get Jammer, the Magic Jammer. That's kind of silly. Kind of silly. And he doesn't have natural ice resistance, it looks like. Actually, I don't know if they list that here. What is his master ability, out of curiosity? Max TP plus 45, AP gain plus 30. Huh. That's not bad. So it gives better bar blizzards. Or more, I should say. Spell counter when receiving damage has a chance to remove all buffs from the attacker. It's the duration of buffs and debuffs you cast by 1 turn. Increase speed on the target for 3 turns. That sounds pretty dope. Bar Blizzara, there we go, there we go. I wish it had some more information on it by how much. The problem with looking at all these things is I want to build all the things, and I can't. So right now, my ice is dedicated to Gilgamesh. I might as well awaken the bastard while I'm waiting for all the dang shards. So, anyway. I think the meta is there for a reason, but I think there are other things that you can totally consider in the other rarities. Like Phoebe, being here in an S tier, is very interesting because she's a Time Mage, Dragoon, White Mage. The Dragoon probably is not too terribly relevant, aside from the fact it gives her access to jump passives. Excuse me. Rapid casting, that sounds dope. CT debuff immunity. Oh, yeah. Oh, you can't haste yourself. Oof. Yeah, you gotta quicken. Does she not learn haste? Or maybe it's in the sub job. Sub, white. No. Main job, Time Mage. Rapid casting. Does she just get all of her Time Mage abilities? Or maybe they have this, maybe not set correctly. Horizontal jump. Range on horizontal jump is actually really cool. Jumps into the sky and deals heavy damage to a unit on a panel after a few turns. Oh. I wonder how good that is, though, because her attack is god-awful. Because she's a mage. Speed plus 20, move plus 1. Yo, that master ability, though. Move plus 1 is always nice. I got more Dragoon. Alright, I am going to switch my quest, because we are not getting orbs very, very well, so I think the drop rate on this stage is not very good. I'm decently certain we have enough of the staff citrines. Yeah, we got plenty of those. Let's go... Oops, I guess I didn't need to do that. Let's go to the Thancred real fast. Sword citrines. I'm going to see if there's one that drops the light and the sword at the same time. Let's see, the light... Alchrist. Let's get rid of these. And sword. Citrine. Vengeance. Does that also drop? It does. Okay. Cleric and Ninja Memories. This will be one I want to farm. Alright, so it's Vengeance. Vengeance. There you are. No, don't go too far. Yeah, we'll probably just go to the end of this potion, and then I'll probably call it a night. want to get that frame rate figured out. It's going to be my main focus, I think, after the stream. Figure out what the heck to do. Could be a resolution thing. If you got any suggestions on how I can improve the stream, by all means, just let me know. I'm always open to suggestions. I do this kind of casually anyway, so I don't expect to get big with it. These guys are certainly taking a while on this stage. Shadow Lynx is gonna die. Bop. Oh, I was like, why didn't she do anything? I forgot she was disabled. Oh, that's not gonna save her. Oh no. Dang. You know you're taking too long when the crystals start popping up. Oh, thank God. Val Love. Oh, that's pretty great. Get in there, smack him. What are you doing? It's like, where are you going? Oh my gosh. Alright. Where are we at? Orbs? Oh, come on. Plenty of light Alchrist, I suppose. Oh, don't you dare. Did it just freeze? You were doing so well, BlueStacks. Yeah, it definitely froze. There's no way it takes that long. There's no way. Alright, yeah, that's frozen. Alright, let's see, F11. We gotta close out of ya. Real quick though, I want to. Can I? No, I can't right click that. I'm gonna try taking down the resolution, maybe? Normally, I don't see this affecting the runtime or run rate. Excuse me, of of games, but don't really know what else to try here. God damn it. Am I actually going to go play AFK Arena? Ugh, I might. I might check it out first. Sounds like one of those games where they really try to lure you in with false advertising. Alright, let's try this out. No, that's not the one I wanted. Can I just maximize it in this window? Multi-instance manager? Oh, that sounds fun. Okay. Yes, please. Resume. Oh, that's how that happened last time. I was always so curious how that wolf got pinged, and I wasn't paying attention when it happened. I was like, how the... Kaziza. Come on, faint memories. Faint memories. We just need some faint memories. It's gonna really suck. Hey, okay, we got some. That'll work. And we're getting the sword ones too. Those help. Cause I think, yeah, I need those for, freaking, Thancred. Thancred. Oh, I'm sorry. It forgot it booted me out. Let's see. Also, the resolution change didn't do anything. So, unfortunate. Thancred, what do you got, buddy? Do you want to go ahead and level up Gunbreaker? Hell yeah, you do. Oh, I guess there is a red mage and you are. It's Thancred. Technically. Alright, that'll help a little bit on stats. Now I'm terribly curious though, does he get that super cool sounding ability? Horizontal jump, sleep, blasting zone. Wait, is it blasting zone or reptibite? Let's figure this out. It is definitely not blasting zone. Resistance break, super bolide? No, that's not it. Okay, he does not get the super cool sounding red mage move. Raise his own jump and move by 1 for 3 turns. I like that. But that's a dragoon one. That's the one. Rough Divide, baby. I am so excited to get that. I am very, very far away from that, though. Unfortunately. So I level twice. Dang, Red Mage doesn't do a whole lot for him. Magic attack resistance, I suppose. If you're going for the tanky build. What do I even have set on him? Oh, okay. Yeah. I can see that. Nothing not learned. Gunbreaker abilities. Heart of Stone, Burst Strike, and Aurora. Yeah, the Burst Strike's kind of sort of important. What else you got? Yeah. I don't know. That don't seem worth. Although I do hear that people are running Dragoon on Thancred. I'm very curious. I damage small to targets within range based on Cura. Yeah. But Burst Strike just sounds too good. Way too good. So, anyway, let's get back to the grind. What was the name of this one? Vengeance? Yeah. Kind of stinks there's not another one. Oh my god, quit bouncing around, please. Kind of stinks that there's not another quest that we can do. Oh, holy shoot. I did not do any hard missions today. Huh. We're gonna end up burning through a potion there, so I can just do those offline. Well, I'll do them online. Those go quick enough. I use skip tickets on those. Well, I hope everyone is having a great night. I'm always kind of in a stuck spot when it comes to content on this game too, because I end up doing my grinding throughout the day, just because I can play this easily while I'm doing work from home stuff, and you know, so like arena missions are already taken care of. I don't have a team I feel confident enough using in matchmaking. Mainly because I don't have Rough Divide yet. And I have to find a good Y'shtola swap out, I think. I might keep her on, because Foul is always really good, but... I don't know. When it comes to the dailies, you know, you end up tackling those pretty quickly throughout the day anyways, so... Mont? Actually, no, he couldn't have swung at him. Never mind. I was gonna say, why would you frickin' stealth around? That's because Yeesh is being really dumb. Why didn't she move after that? You can move after the attack. Oh, you know what? Never mind. Never mind. Nope, I'm being silly. I'm being silly. I was silly and dumb at the same time. So. Oh, Poison Barb. You really wanted to come down here, buddy? Yeah, that's what happens. Yep. Checking the rock. I gotta say though, it's very interesting that this game really makes me desire playing a tabletop RPG. It's mainly just because of the you know tactical RPG of it, because that's essentially D&D. You know, moving folks around on a square grid and trying to get close enough to hit things, yada yada yada. It's just never would have thought it would have driven up interest to really do that, I guess. Noise. Alright. I am going to take control of this because I'm just kind of sitting here not doing much. You don't need to do the Nighthawk thing. You can go ahead and do Sharp Spear though. Can you reach with Foul? Nope, not from there. How about here? No, that's not worth it. That is though. Yo, rude. Actually, why everyone is actually heading down there? I'll leave Mont to help deal with the wolf, I suppose. You still can't hit anything. Come on, Liarte. What do you got? What does Vigilance do? Nope. One turn, that's really silly. We're gonna get hit. That's for sure. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just do it there. Oh, dang it. Both the skeletons are moving. No! Okay. That's okay. I'm gonna make sure to move here. Hopefully the zoo will go chasing after me. Oh. Oh well. That's alright. Let's see, Nighthawk. Oh, I'm not on the right square. Can I get to the right square? Yeah. Nighthawk. Hell yeah. Oof. Alright. Can we finish this guy off yet? I feel like Liarte is actually having laps ran around her because she hasn't done much. No, we don't want to do that. Like, it just feels like she has not had a turn. She's had one. And she really, really needs to... Like, I imagine she'll be better when she's built because she doesn't have any initial AP. Or enough to, like, use any skills. Oh, for crying out loud, I forgot about those guys. Can I do another Nighthawk? Heck yeah, I can. It's not gonna do much, but it's damage. Come on. Jesus. Lose discipline. Hit me! Oh, I can still do another science. Let's actually... I'm pretty sure I can still hit from where I'm at. I can. So that way we're not using as much CT. Try to get our next turn. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do a burst strike. That way, decently certain. Yay! Alright. Yeah, we're probably gonna have her just chill there. Liarte, please do things. Nope, still can't do things. Very unfortunate. Yeah, you gotta go the other way. You can't jump. Oh. Oh. That's not my unit. That's so mean. Oh my god, that was so mean. No, I feel bad now. Because she's actually injured at that part in the story. Oh man. Alright, I need to wrap things up. Things have been delayed. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and try to get those hard quests out of the way. and then I will probably call it good there. So, once it loads, go world quests. With any luck, we'll get some of the items that we need anyway from the ones that I'm farming. So first off, we're not going to get it from here. That's fine. But Monts, and we're going to put it on a party that needs some leveling. Actually, we'll just probably use this one, because O's not maxed out, right? No, he's not. Okay, yeah, we'll do this. Oh, right, duh. One for now. And just as a little tip, it doesn't matter who you take on the skip ticket missions. So if there's like a unit that you're trying to give some experience to, or even just some JP to, this is a way to do it. Just kind of an extra way, I should say. Nope, not that one. These one. No. I'm looking for Ziza. There you are. Ziza only lets me do that twice. It's lame. Okay. And I think this is when the yellow stuff starts coming through. Yellow materials, that is. Yeah. There, we're gonna just pop another one. Let's use some of these guys. I'm not gonna get through all of my uses today anyway. Might as well save some of those large ones. Okay. Well, we got a white mage one, which is nice, because I don't have enough of those. But the problem is that made it an odd number. So that kind of sucks. I've got 2 left. Yeah, 2 left. I think the other one that I was doing was, frickin'... no. Where the heck is she? No. Is it here? No. Oh, for crying out loud. Where is she at? There she is, Yerma. Yerma or Ayaka? Ayaka's kind of stopped on progress at the moment, but I don't know how many shards I've got. I'll go Yerma. Not a single orb from those. That's really silly, y'all. RNG is not on my side. Okie dokie, so... Oh, I think I completed a subquest. Let's get back in there. Yeah, this one. Oh, that'll be handy, actually. Because Y'shtola needs to awaken one of these days to her final level, and then I can get her frickin' TMR. Quite a ways away. because I need all 4 of these. And then just hope to God I have enough Rainbow Thoughts left. We'll see. Yeah. Cool. And then, oh, hard quests. Neat. Alright, folks. That, I think, is going to be it for tonight. Just a little bit of grinding. As you can see, you know, the game's very, very, very easy to play. Mainly because you let auto do a lot of the work. Guild medals, there we go. Is it this one I got 2 of? No. Which one do I have 2 of? That one. Very easy to play. And it's Final Fantasy IP, so that's also kind of a plus. So I will say, if you're interested in playing this game at all, the best time to start is now, mainly because of how much time it takes to level up stuff and kind of get caught up with things. Like, you don't want to be too terribly far behind. The other thing too is, if you don't plan on spending any money on the game, you know, your energy restoring methods are going to be kind of limited, so you'll only be able to progress so far. Not to say that this is a pay-to-win game by any means, because it's not you pay to instantly wreck in certain things. It's just you're paying for energy potions so that you can do more things. And the energy packs are really actually not that bad cost-wise. You know, there's the dollar, literally $1 pack, and you get 3 of those 120 energy restoring potions. So personally, that's a great deal. And you get some paid Visior on the side. That's like 90 or something. And then the next one up is actually the one that I tend to go for. It's $8, and you can do it 3 times a week, and you get 490 paid Visior and 30 of those energy restoring potion larges, so 120 each on those. Now, you can only restore your energy so many times via potions a day, so I try not to blow through all of them. As you can say, you know, I can only use energy restoring items 12 times. But depending on what I'm farming, I'm not going to burn through all of those potions. Like, story farming takes forever anyway. But if I was farming, say, like the Final Fantasy 15 event, yeah, 14 event, I'm going to burn through those a little faster. So, just want to see if there's no new challenges. Nope. Okay. But anyway, let me see. Alright, so, but anyway, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Kind of a casual stream, not a whole lot going on, but just appreciate you checking it out. Hopefully the cat cam was fun. I may try to figure out how to make that a little bit better, but we'll see. So, if you got any suggestions, feel free to leave them. I'm always open to hearing what I can do, maybe to improve things or anything like that. So, I appreciate y'all. Y'all stay safe. Drink some water, wash your hands, have fun. Bye, guys.